Reuben Abati.
Nyesom Wike is very rude, disrespectful.
We are all hungry. All of us are.
I don't know how a man will choose his 60th birthday to tell lies.
The first action to take was to look at your father's house, and then you went and you locked it up.
If an old man has no job, sit down in your house and read their newspapers.
So who will Nyesom Wike not insult?
We are all hungry. All of us are. If you're not hungry, I am. If you want us to remove the man in power, we can remove him from this power.
The average Nigerians have been complaining of hunger. And now we are seeing people who have served like 2 times governor and minister also saying the hunger has come to them. It feels like hunger pro max at this point in time. Now, how is your administration and the Renewed Hope administration addressing that specifically? Because we're seeing politicians say they're hungry.
You know what? I don't like it. We have the time to listen to jokes.
But they are influential people.
Which influential? What makes them influential? You think they're influential?
A former governor and minister?
Hold on. You are talking about Rotimi Amaechi?
Yes, sir.
Now you have been specific. I don't know how a man will choose his 60th birthday to tell lies. It's unfortunate. That's our time. It's your 60th birthday that people are celebrating you. You need to tell lies to Nigerians. You are hungry. Let us tell ourselves this. He was speaker 1999 to 2007. And if anybody knows, he was the most pampered speaker. Then he was reading law in London as a speaker, 1999 to 2007. He became a governor, 2007 to 2015. He was still reading law in London. 8 years as Speaker of Rivers State House Assembly. 8 years as governor. He never talked about hunger. He became a minister from 2015 to 2023. 8 years, super minister, transport. Where you are borrowing money for exit bank loans. You talk about hunger. 2 years you have left office. I'm in coalition because I'm hungry. You're only hungry of power.
We were told we haven't paid 7 million naira. And so we defaulted in the ground rent or whatever rent. Whatever.
Tenancy and ground rent.
The painful part of it is that the minister is also from our party, the FCT, 7 million. Now, they waited until the day we are to hold our NEC meeting to shut down the... Now, you know, as an African, I look at it as if you are back in your village, your community, and you suddenly become the local government chairman. And the first action to take was to look at your father's house, that they haven't paid their ground rents, and then you went and you locked it up.
Bode George said, PDP made me. PDP gave me national name. PDP, I agree. Party cannot make you. You are the one that will make the party popular to win election. Party. Party cannot say we are popular. It is you, individuals, that made the party to be popular. Look at it this way. I agree that PDP made me. Ask Bode George. Who did PDP make in Lagos? It is the party that makes. Who in Lagos did the party make since 1999? Not one assembly, not one House of Reps, not Senate, not anything. Not anything. Not anything. And then you are talking to me who has labored, campaigned, and worked for the party to be the major party in the state at national level. Meanwhile, in your own state, the party has never won the evidence, crying, complaining, every day from 1999, complaining, crying.
As regards Minister Wike, saying he will support President Tinubu, and nobody can tell he's not a member of the PDP. I'll speak some Yoruba and I'll translate it to you. There used to be something that used to happen in churches back in the days. Some people still wanted to do their African traditional religion and still go to see their babalawos and stuff. But they wanted to hold position in church. So I remember back in the days in the church in Nigeria, they used to make an argument. The argument was the Igbagbo Nikama Shahajo argument. That means I'm a Christian does not mean I should not still delve into other sources of spirituality. That's exactly the argument Wike is making. You're a member of the PDP. You say nobody can stop you from being a member of the PDP. But you say you will support a presidential candidate of an opposition party. You are a clear case of Igbagbo Nikama Shahajo. You are lukewarm. And the Rotimi Amaechi you are attacking that is saying is hungry. Nigerians are hungry. The stats are there. 2019 over 40%, 2024 over 47%, 2025 they said 13 million people get into the poverty net. The empirical statistics are there. Why? You devalue the lives of the people. There's mammoth inflation. The World Bank, IMF is predicting over 37% inflation in the coming years. There's a lot more hunger in the land. The other day, Odili was on television. He says, we know the people are hungry. So, and you trying as much as possible to, say otherwise and say, what's it called? Former Governor Amaechi has enjoyed the good of the land and all of that has been this. Has Mr. Wike to not enjoy the good of the land? You started also as being local government chairman. You became minister. You came back to be governor. You too, you have enjoyed the good of the land. And if you are asking, what has he done to solve poverty? What have you also done to solve poverty? Minister Wike was governor here when I tackled him with empirical facts that his state has one of the highest unemployment rates. He disputed the MBS figures here. The interviews are there. Go and play back empirical facts. So what has he done to stop poverty? What has he done to stop squalor? So him and Amaechi, they are both been in the political class. It's so easy to point fingers, isn't it?
Okay, what Rufai is trying to explain to you in the literature is called religious syncretism. And it is represented by the African church in Nigeria, where they mix one form of Christianity with another form of religion and belief in God, which has been well explained in the literature. But let me come from a dramaturgical point of view. When we teach students dramaturgy, we talk about flaw of character as a major trope in tragic stories. It's called either amasia or hubris. I think what we're dealing with regard to Nyesom Wike is hubris. Hubris, which relates to his own character. Now, let me start with Rotimi Amaechi. He says Rotimi Amaechi is hungry for power. He could not deliver 10% for Atiku in the 2023 election. He could not address hunger while he was a minister or while he was a governor. Now, there's a basic principle in human relationships about your relationship with your bosses. I think that Nyesom Wike is very rude, disrespectful, because Rotimi Amaechi is his boss in politics. When he was local government chairman, or was he councillor, during Amaechi's second term, it was Rotimi Amaechi that helped him to become local government chairman at Obio Akpo local government area. He subsequently became chief of staff to Rotimi Amaechi. It was Rotimi Amaechi that recommended him to become Minister of State for Education in Abuja. So he talks this carelessly about his former boss. I think it's disrespectful. I think he speaks to his character. Number two, this same Nyesom Wike still talking about this hubris. The theory is this, people can double check it. Has also abused Peter Odili Sir Peter Odili, an elder statesman. He has said publicly that Peter Odili does not qualify to be an elder. This is the same man that he was taken to by Mama Peace, Dr. Patience Jonathan, to help him to become governor. There is no name he has not called Dr. Peter Odili and his wife. He even referred to him as one man and his wife as one woman. This is a statement about character. This same Nyesom Wike says he's fighting for President Jonathan, and that there's nobody in PDP that can stop him, not even Chief Bode George, whom we refer to as a ground rent debtor. So who will Nyesom Wike not insult? Senator John Mbata, who was his godfather at a point, he insulted him too. And he has shown signal that he's also going to insult President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In that interview, he pointed out that if he had known that President Tinubu was going to declare a state of emergency in Rivers, he would have offered a different kind of advice. That's already a signal to President Tinubu to know that this man you are dealing with, he is only interested in his own interests, permanent interests, not permanent friends. And so President Tinubu should beware, because tomorrow he will abuse this same President Tinubu. He says nobody can touch him in PDP. Okay, what does that mean? He is saying that yes, it's possible for a man to be everywhere as long as his personal interest is involved. So these are the questions to be raised about the hubris of Nyesom Wike. I think that is the major issue. That is the story. That is the story.